What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Headed down to the gym right now to train a client. Got some carbs in my pocket. Well, no one talks like that. I have some Pop-Tarts in my pocket. Not 100% sure where my keys went. I think I left them in somebody's vehicle. And so now I'm trying to figure out which one's the spare. I found it. Alrighty, guys. Sorry it's so loud in here, but my car is quite loud. And going to the gym now, train a client. And then I got a dentist appointment at about 10:30 this morning. So headed in there to get my teeth cleaned or something. It is a shoulder and triceps day. Yesterday I hit bench press, and I was able to get 3 sets of 3 for 125. No, excuse me, that's right. I was able to get 185 for 3 sets of 3, which I don't think I've ever even attempted 185. So I was a little surprised that I was able to get it for 3 sets of 3. And so I didn't record yesterday, obviously, so you don't have to believe me if you don't want to. But now we just got to keep building, keep progressing, try to get that up closer to the 225 range, and maybe even try to go past that eventually. Alright, so somehow I miscalculated the time that I had to be here. I got into town, well, at the dentist office at like 10:10, and it didn't start till 10:30, so had some extra time, and I ran over and got some go-go juice, Blue Monster. It's always embarrassing when you're at the dentist office and you like start to fall asleep or whatever, so I'm bad at that because they get you laying back and close your eyes and stuff when they're cleaning your teeth. So got a little Monster, gonna try to stay awake. Just driving here, I can tell I was tired, so figured with the extra time I'd get me some caffeination. Now, drinking an energy drink and pre-workout in the same day is probably not the best idea, so that's like a total of 450 milligrams of caffeine. So if you like, after drinking this, I'll probably only take a half scoop of pre-workout. I'm not going to take a full scoop, so just keep the caffeine a little bit lower because we don't want to cause any heart damage, you know? Alright, guys, just finished up at the gym. Fun fact about your boy, I've never had a cavity in my life, 17 years, which is quite ironic because since I was able to eat solid food, I've been eating like a 4-year-old. So I'll show you something cool though. Bear with me for a second. That was outside my window the whole time. Nice little Z06 action. That is one of my top 3 favorite cars as far as looks go. I've never drove one, obviously, but my grandpa used to have like a 2008, so I kind of remember it. But the newer ones, I think that looks like a 2016, but I think the newer ones are a lot nicer than the older ones, which is that, you know, that's just my opinion, but that's how a lot of things go, I guess. Guys, so I'm heading home now. Probably gonna go to the gym pretty soon. Need to get some protein in because all I had for breakfast was Pop-Tarts. And then yeah, gonna go to the gym. We got shoulders and triceps today. Little pro tip: don't lie to your dentist because 99% of the time when they ask you a question, they know the answer. So like, if your dentist asks you if you've been flossing in the last 6 or 12 months since you saw them, don't lie. Like, don't just say yes because it's the right answer. If you haven't been, don't just say no because they know. Like, they can tell if you haven't been flossing. And pro tip for the day. Now it's time for some protein. Gonna get some chicken breast. What we have to eat, baby. These are homemade egg whites. Normally I get like these egg whites out of a carton, but strawberry shake. But for today, we have a little bit of these that were left over from some chicken that I made where I only used the egg yolk. So then I have egg whites left over. So now I'm gonna cook them. Probably weigh them out first so I know how much. Actually, I'll weigh them out after I cook them. That way I know how much I'm eating. Also going to cook these chicken breasts up. Right, so I got some protein. Got about 50 grams of protein in this. It's about 5 ounces of chicken and like, I don't know, some egg whites. I weighed it out. I don't remember how much it is though. Also, I got this Body Armor drink. It's got 40 carbs in it, 36 actually. And then I have these Sour Patch Kids I'm gonna eat them for the carbs after my workout, which is where I'm headed to now. Okay, so we're here at the gym now. I'm going to hit shoulders and triceps, and then I'll do like a little commentary over the workout. So let's go ahead and start that. 3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Welcome to the commentary for this video. We're hitting shoulders and triceps today. Only recorded the shoulder workout, so here it is. The first exercise I did was seated dumbbell side laterals. Now, you might be looking at this, and first glance, it looks like I'm doing terrible range of motion and I'm going too fast or whatever. But I did this for a reason. I went super heavy. Well, not super heavy. I went heavier on the side laterals. I think I had 35s there. And then that way, we could target the deltoid in a way that we normally don't with super heavy weight, because when you go all the way up, you can't go as heavy. So that was the purpose of that. I was doing that on purpose. It wasn't like I was just doing really bad form. So then in this next exercise that you see me doing now, I have 10-pound dumbbells, and I'm doing sets of 6 on seated side laterals. And I'm doing 10-second negatives. So the purpose of this, get that time under tension, get that good contraction, and also focus on that muscle build. Now, pretty good shoulder workout thus far. Normally I start off with front delts, but in this video, in this workout, I was feeling a little side deltoid action to start off with. Then we decided, you know what, let's just go crazy and go all out. So we did rear delts second. Crazy concepts, guys. Crazy concepts. These are face pulls. You've seen these before. I think I did like 4 or 5 sets. Yeah, 5 sets of 12 on these. Really focusing on that contraction. Again, we're trying to work the muscle and not move the weight, which sometimes when you are working the muscle, you move the weight. Kind of cool, I guess. Next here we have a little Smith machine shoulder press action. Got 35s on each side. Doing sets of 8. So we went a little bit lighter to make sure that we could get those sets of 8. Get that good time under tension, but I might have been going a little bit too fast on this. And then right here, my camera guy went rogue and zoomed in on my face, so it's alright. So next exercise, we have neutral grip front raises, ladies and gentlemen. These, very good exercise for the front delt. I don't do them all that much, but when I do them, I always like them. So big thing with these is I have to make sure that I have my rotator cuff nice and loose, because if I don't, nice and loosey-goosey, so if I don't, then I might feel a little bit of pain in the rotator cuff, but we try to avoid that by properly warming up and stretching. So next exercise, we have you could call this like a partial Arnold grip press. I think it's easier to just say reverse grip shoulder press. Again, we did this seated on the Smith machine. Big focus here was that time under tension, really trying to get a good contraction in the front deltoids. So we did 10-second negatives on these like we did a little bit earlier in the video. But yeah, really good. Had 25s on each side. I think I recorded either my first or second set of these, but by the time my third and fourth set came, I was really, really feeling it. I was doing sets of 6, so those last couple exercise or reps were hard. Just finished up at the gym. Sorry I didn't put my tricep workout on there, but I did do triceps after that shoulder workout. Now the plan is to go and do some fishing, but it's starting to rain out, so that should be perfect. So here we go. One of the biggest problems I think people have with putting on muscle is they're scared to put on fat. Here's the thing: if you're trying to keep a six-pack year round, keep them abs, keep that shred all year round, you can do it, but you're not going to be progressing as far as strength or as far as muscle size goes. So keep that in mind. Don't be scared to increase your calories and put on a little bit of fat. It'll be worth it when the time comes to cut next time, and then you have the more muscle by then. Because here's the thing, there's only 2 key times when it's possible to really put on a bunch of muscle while burning fat at the same time, or while you're in a caloric deficit. And that is A, when you're a newbie, i.e. I keep saying i.e., I don't know why. So if you're like a newbie, like your first 12 to 18 months of lifting, probably your first 12 months of lifting, we'll say, yes, it's possible for you to be putting on muscle while you're burning off fat, just because your skeletal muscle mass is so low that anything you do puts on muscle. Once you've been training for longer than 12 months, once you get into that couple of years of training, it's very hard for you to put on muscle without burning off fat, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up spinning your tires. Now, the other scenario where it's possible to put on muscle without, sorry, I've been saying that wrong. The other scenario where it's possible to put on muscle and burn fat at the same time is if you're taking anabolic steroids, which most of you probably aren't. If that's your goal, is to look good year-round, then go for it. But if your goal is long-term to look big or to step on stage or anything like that, then a caloric surplus is a good idea for you. I think that you should definitely still have a plan for it. But as far as bulking or trying to put on muscle while you're in a caloric deficit, don't try it. You're gonna end up wasting time, okay? It's possible, but only if you're fall into those two categories. If you don't fall into those two categories and you're trying to put on muscle in a deficit, you're gonna have a hard time. Take those risks, take those leaps. Like, if you're not willing to, you know, and this isn't just like for fitness or bulking, like business, anything in life. Like, don't be scared to get out of your comfort zone, do something you've never done. Take those risks, because in the long run, you know, I'm not worried about today or tomorrow. I'm worried about a year from now. I'm worried about next summer, 2 summers, 3 summers, 4 years from now. It'll pay off. Here's the thing, it's a mental game. You gotta tell yourself that you can look even better than that, but before you do that, you're gonna have to invest, right? You're gonna have to invest in building some muscle. Think of it as sculpting. Okay, so what does a sculptor do? A sculptor gets a statue. Okay, so think of that as your body. So a sculptor gets a statue. They get clay and they start packing it on. Okay, so after they've packed on the clay, after they've made it bigger, then what they do is they go back and chisel away at it, right? They get all that extra clay off to where it's just the sculpture, just the guy with the clam over his balls. So after that, they put more clay on in different places where it needs it. I might be making all this up. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm getting at. That's what it is. You gotta put on that muscle, put on the weight, and then cut back. You gotta burn, you gotta burn that extra stuff off. Alright guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment.